Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Patreon podcast. This week, I wanted to kind of riff off of a AMA question that happened on Twitter last night, and somebody asked if I wrote all of my music on Twitch while streaming, and I kind of went off on a couple different tangents there, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit more here too, because people might not have heard it. But the short answer to that question is yes. Probably about 90 or more percent of the music that I write and release, I do on Twitch while live streaming. And this is kind of a double-edged sword. This is a really, really good thing for me and also kind of a huge detriment. Because when I stream on Twitch, I am focused. I'm able to sit down and I'm able to focus, and I'm still conversing with people and hanging out, but I'm not looking at Twitter every 30 seconds or going to YouTube and watching, 30-minute long videos. And there's all this stuff that I can't be distracted by because I'm live streaming. I'm sharing my microphone and I'm sharing my speakers and I'm sharing my screen, and I'm not able to be distracted. So that's a very good thing for me. It keeps me focused, and that's why I love streaming. However, because of that, when I'm not streaming, I have a very hard time to actually sit down and write. So during this November, it is the National Solo Album Month. I'm working on the album Let the World Forget Us, and I have been struggling because I haven't been able to stream. The past week and a half has been very busy for me. If you're watching this now, I'm releasing this on the 12th, I think. And I'm actually streaming every day from Wednesday to Sunday just because I have the free time to do so. And I want to catch up. But yeah, I haven't had time to stream, so I haven't really had the motivation or the inspiration to sit down and write music, which sucks. Because there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, and I haven't had the time or inspiration to do it. I've had the time. I haven't had the inspiration. I've pissed away a lot of time on YouTube and Twitter the past week, which is too bad. But that's how it goes. I am looking forward to doing more of the album. I have 2 songs done, and I have a long ways to go, but that's okay. But yes, so I sit down and I write on Twitch, and almost all of the music that I write and release is done live on Twitch. And I think that there's a lot of really cool opportunities to be done with that, but I also worry that it's going to be a problem for me at some point. What if I move and the internet isn't as good and I can't stream as regularly or as reliably? How am I going to handle that? I've kind of developed a reliance on it, and it's a bit of a problem. It's not debilitating or anything, but it's one of those things where I'm realizing that it could be an issue for me in the future when my situation changes. What if when we get a house, I really want a studio that's detached from the house, and we might not be able to get internet out there, at least not reliably. And again, that's kind of a big problem because all of a sudden I'm not able to stream anymore. And streaming isn't something that I intend to make my living off of. That's not what I want to do there. But for me, streaming is a tool that allows me to be creative and to express myself and to, continue to build the community. And that's all very important stuff for me. So I'm a little worried about where things are going to go in the future when it comes to this stuff. And I am still trying to figure it out myself. But I really do love the concept of streaming and making music and sharing that process and just keeping me focused. All of that stuff is really beneficial to me, and I'm really happy that I'm able to stream that way. But like I said, it could also be a problem in the future if I don't plan well. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. That was a really interesting question, and I wanted to kind of delve into it a little bit more. There is a VOD on my Twitch that I think I spent like 15 minutes answering the question, but I delve into like self-sufficiency and a bunch of other really wild and random topics. I'll leave the link in the description for this podcast on the Patreon. And whenever this gets to YouTube, I'll try to remember to put it on there too, but I will probably forget by then. So that is pretty much it. I really appreciate you tuning in and listening. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I forgot my outro. Thank you so much for being a Patreon supporter. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will talk to you in the next one. Be remarkable.